I was looking at the 3D printing industry and how we might produce sustainable metals for a type of 3D printing. And I was doing that at home, effectively in my kitchen. And it got to the point where I was starting to have a few minor explosions, which weren't really compatible to happy domestic life. Most end-of-life fishing nets is buried. A small amount gets discarded at sea. Very, very small amount ever gets recycled into an industrially usable product. My name's Ian Falconer. I'm the founder, CEO of Fishy Filaments, trading as Orca. I don't come from a fishing background. I come from a mining, mineral processing and a technology background. Fishing knew they had a problem with end-of-life nets and they were looking for solutions, and they accepted me in. Somebody with some new ideas.
The problem of having nets just being discarded with no future use is a big one. You can see that this is a huge problem, and it's an absolutely inspirational project that Ian is being able to deliver through Orca to recycle those nets. My relationship with Ian has been going now for several years, and when I learned about the business I thought I must come and see it. It's having a real insight into what the business is trying to achieve. And it's built on mutual trust and being able to service his needs at the right time.
The relationship with Steve Buscone has allowed me freedom, and having the backstop of a solid, credible law firm who I can ask about anything allows my brain to focus on other things.
IP is the architecture for brand protection. Without intellectual property, you are exposed to copycats, imitation. Actually taking that proactive step is a pivotal part in a business success. One of the things we identified was trademark protection. We have assisted Orca with protecting its trademark, both in the UK and globally. In addition to this, we looked at commercialisation, so website compliance, data protection, and also terms and conditions for supply. So making sure we were building a robust intellectual property strategy for them and commercialising that safely.
There's about 8 million tonnes of nylon 6 made every year fresh, but only 150,000 tonnes of it gets recycled. Large-scale industries like the auto trade have a need for recycled plastics. There's a source and there's a consumer, but actually there's nobody in the middle there. So we're the glue between those two different supply chains.
The things that impressed me first about Ian is that he clearly was a man of great determination, and I think Orca has been successful due to his vision and being a really good communicator.
Industrial processes in recycling rely on high volume, large scale. We've downsized our technologies, and that radically changes the economics of owning a recycling plant. It means that every harbour can own its own recycling plant and deal with its own waste. There's nobody else doing that in fishing nets. Nylon 6 is actually a very in-demand material, and nobody is looking at these small volume supply chains in the way that we are.
It's been a relationship where it's bespoke to his needs. So these are really immediate concerns that you can learn from and help the client with. And it's helping just to lay those foundations for a stronger business.
Because of the way that we developed the technology, it took a very long time. A lot of what you're doing is physical prototyping. Conventional funding mechanisms like venture capital tend to be very impatient. Crowdfunding gave us access to people that we could have a genuine dialogue with, who were buying into the story, not just buying into the economics. So it gave us time and space to develop the right solution.
In the early days, our corporate team was supporting Orca with its fundraising. We've also been helping them with the company secretarial services. Our intellectual property team has been helping with the protection of the brand, with its HR function, by providing something called HR Express, which is a sort of on-call support for the business.
Over the next 3 to 5 years, what we're looking for is a transformation from being an R&D development kind of a project into being a profit-making company with a global presence.
To an entrepreneur thinking about starting a business, be really, really clear on what you want to achieve. You will get some knocks and you will learn to be resilient. That goal that you've created at the very beginning will see you through.